Hi, I'm Megan Rosari, and for 5 years, I worked as a TSR in Cablevision's Shelton, Connecticut call center. And for a brief time after the sale, I worked for Altice. In 2015, my coworkers and I began organizing to become part of CWA. At the time, we were still owned by the Dolans. The stress of watching them fire seasoned techs and reps for not meeting impossible numbers became too much, and a group of us reached out to CWA and started talking with our coworkers about forming a union. We moved quickly, built our committee, and were consistently public in our effort to gain a seat at the table. We began with about 600 workers in our call center, and when we heard of the sale, more than half were ready to vote yes for CWA. We did our research and learned Altice has a history of lowering wages, closing call centers, and contracting out technicians. That sounds familiar, huh? Support for our effort grew after being confronted by news of the sale, and then management began holding mandatory anti-union meetings. They tried to scare us about dues and strikes, and flew in executives promising us a bright future with Altice, and that the call centers would remain open if we just did our jobs and were loyal to Cablevision and Altice. Too many of my coworkers drank the Kool-Aid and stopped building our union, and our union drive ended before we got as far as you've come. Altice convinced us we would be okay, but weeks after the sale was finalized, surprise, the bosses lied to us. Altice announced the closing of our location, and hundreds of longtime and loyal employees lost their jobs right before the holidays. Don't believe whoever they send to speak to you, whether it's Paul Hilber, Bill Lee, or the CEO of Altice. I know firsthand how hard it was to get here and that it wasn't easy, but you have something the bosses don't have. You have union brothers and sisters all over this country who have your back. Don't let management fool you into voting against your own interests. Finish strong, vote yes to CWA on March 5th. As for me, there was a happy ending. My experience at Altice motivated me to go work for a union as an organizer. I tell my stories so that you don't make the same mistakes that we did.